I recently got laid off from my job as a software developer, which has been one of the most not so great experiences of my life so far. This video is how my life has been since then. The whole thing started in 2018. I just left high school and I got into coding due to peer pressure. I remember those days I would write code on paper and wait for my dad to return for me to run the code on his system. Then after a while, I just gave up on coding and decided to go to the university. In 2020, the pandemic struck. Admission was delayed, and luckily for me, I was able to trace back my steps to coding. I put in so much work, rehearsed, had a ton of sleepless nights. Then I got my first internship as a software developer. Finally, I'm getting here, I told myself, because I had always wanted to not be broke. During the period of my internship, I wrote code upon code. I prayed more, I read more, I practiced more, I hoped more. Luckily for me, 12 months after my internship, I got a remote job, paid in dollars. Bang! Finally, the sleepless night paid off. I dropped out from university in my first year, which has always been my dream. I started investing, putting my life in order, sorting some bills at home, and of course, I was living the tech bro lifestyle. 7 months later, I celebrated my birthday with a couple of friends around us. We had lots and lots and lots of fun. But I didn't know trouble was imminent. A day after my birthday, I jumped on a meeting with my boss, and that was when it happened. My first reaction was confusion. I was confused. I thought, what was the reason for the layoff? Even though my boss told me the company was downsizing. Initially, I kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to be the hero of the story. I wanted to break it to people as good news that I recently got laid off and I maneuvered my way. I read, I coded, I just leveled up. Then I got another job. I wanted to be the hero of my story. So I did what heroes do. I went on monk mode. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to write code. I put in so much time and energy into honing my skills. I practiced blockchain security. I leveled up. I remember during that period, it was as if I ate code. It was as if I was breathing code. It was as if I lived code. It gave me that, it put me back in that state. Like those periods when I was still looking for a job, which I put in a ton of work. I put in a ton of effort into getting the job which I wanted. Basically, I tried my best to level up, which I did. So then I started applying. I remember creating custom versions of my CV for every job I applied to. I was very, very strategic about it. When I dished out a bunch of applications, I told myself, this is it. Something bad happened. Then I've turned the table. Let me just sit back, wait for those interviews to come, and for me to kill it. Maybe I could even have like 4 jobs lined up on my front, which I will now have to decide the one I want to do. At least, that's what I thought. It was at that point I became blind to the traps that lead in wait. Hey, are you looking for a job? Sorry to break it to you, but you're not exactly good enough or the right fit for our company. We'll be going forward with other candidates at the moment. Exactly what was screamed at me in all the rejection mails I got. I got rejections upon rejections upon rejections. I told myself it was all part of the process because when applying for a job, it's very, very normal to get some rejections or a ton of rejections and get interviews for the other ones. So I did what was naturally right to do. I kept applying. I applied more, I got rejected more. I applied more, I got rejected more. And the cycle kept repeating itself. What shocked me was that I didn't get any interview. My God. Tech bro in the mud. Then it dawned on me that I was living in a bubble. And just like every bubble, there's always the burst. My burst came when I went back to my vomit. Based on the situations I've experienced in my life, the books I've read, I already learned that anytime life does something to you that you don't like, or basically anytime life happens to you, it was better to take responsibility and also happen to life, or not just be idle about the situation and feel sorry, but to take responsibility, pick up yourself and do something about the situation. That's what I did. I took up my PC and googled the same question that led me down this whole rabbit hole the entire time, which was high income skills to learn in 2023. That was where I found video editing. One of the products is the video you're watching right now. YouTube was also something I always wanted to do. I'll say because I got too comfortable while working, I just push it to the side. Finally, I'm pursuing the dream and it's not easy. There was also something I noticed. I saw that human beings, we have the tendency to always seek money, which actually there's nothing bad in it. But if we take a step back and we ask ourselves why we are seeking that money, we see that the ultimate goal of why we want money is not exactly because we want money. It's because of the freedom that comes with having money. Like having to travel to where you want to travel at the time you want to do it, having to get something when you want to get it, having to help people, the freedom that just comes with doing what you want at the exact time you want it, the way you want it done. I just stepped back and saw that 2023 is actually possible for me not to work a typical 9-to-5 job. It's possible for me to take the year to experience new things, maybe visit new places, try out new things, pursue my passion more, build things, just not under the pressure of doing things to make money, you understand? Then I personally forged out a new career path, which I'm calling choreography. It's a real word, I promise you guys. It's just me trying to be a programmer while at the same time also trying to fuse in video editing and YouTube aspects, like being proficient at both, I guess. So that's what I call choreography. This year, like I said, I'm going to be following my passion. I'm going to be doing YouTube. I'm going to be building out stuff, going on new experiences, finding new takes, just basically taking out time to smell the roses. And maybe 2024, I can go back to planting the roses.
I got the advice from a madman.
If it works out, great. If it doesn't, I guess we'll never know. I'm currently working on a software which I'm calling Every Read, a program that allows you to remember more of what you read using spaced repetition. I'll also be creating videos that are worth watching. Drum rolls, I'm actually back in school. I'm taking an online computer science BSc with University of London, which is going to be lasting about 3 to 6 years. In summary, what I learned from the whole experience is that bitter or better, being broken by your boss is both beneficial and burdensome. Thanks for watching, and God bless you. Peace.